Okay, here we go. Episode 60.
Wow.
Every time.
That means last week was 59.
That's
Next
correct.
week's 61.
That's correct.
60.
Make sure you are following us on Instagram, TikTok, subscribed on YouTube, prescribed,
Yeah.
all of the things.
daily laugh medicine
Yes.
or weekly.
Weekly. What'd you say? Daily?
I said daily.
You can listen to it
Kind
every
of,
day if you
yeah,
want. That's
yeah.
fine. All right, let's get into some updates.
Yes.
This is Ashley,
Molly.
Kim.
and
Tara.
we are four best friends who, by fate, moved into the same cul-de-sac. We talk all things mom, wife, and woman. We are Moms Take 5.
Ooh.
I know she did the other day when we were skating. I was like, hey, we're on the podcast again. So, what's up, guys?
What's up?
We haven't been chatting for like the last 2 hours.
Yeah.
So,
No.
We haven't caught up at all.
do we have any updates? I'm actually trying to think since last week what I did.
You guys went skating?
We did
We
have a
did.
skating outing.
We went roller skating.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was just a dream come true. Being out of the house on skates.
It looked really
It was
nice.
fun
It
to
was
be
fun.
at a rink.
Yeah.
And the weather was perfect.
Like it's
because,
chilly if you were in the shade.
But skating,
sitting.
it felt so good.
Yeah, when you're skating, you need that fresh air.
Mhm.
Breathe. It was nice.
That was just fun.
Is that a nice place?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it is. It's super cute. At night when the lights start going, that was cool.
Yeah, the food wasn't great.
No.
Yeah, what was yours?
They were the same. We ordered two different things and ended up with the same thing.
Yes, seriously.
It was a dry
I'm not
tortilla
kidding.
with dry chicken and French fries.
So I
Is that
ordered
all?
I ordered fajitas.
It looked terrible.
It was terrible. Thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't want to I won't say their name, right? I'm not
Yeah.
going to bash them, but I am going to bash them without saying who it is.
Right.
Because the picture, this yummy chicken fajita tacos, and it had like the grilled bell peppers and onion. And I was like, oh, that looks good. Well, I get it. And it's a full big tortilla. I was like, oh, this is different. I expected it to look like the picture.
Yeah.
And then it had this this little teeny bits of salad with some type of splooge on there.
That's what it looked like. That's what I said. I'm like, I'm not touching that because that looks like something else.
And the driest, worstest French fries you've ever had.
Yeah. With like a season, like a
Weird-
powder.
Yes, a very
on 'em.
sad, tasteless seasoning.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
It was weird.
so bad.
Was this a food truck or
Yes.
at
It
the
was a
place?
food
Yes.
truck.
We paid like $12 for it.
Yes. And it was. The chicken was very dry. I didn't see
Yeah,
any
it
bell
looked like
peppers.
just shredded
and then there
bland
was
chicken with French fries in it in a tortilla. I was like,
Yes.
what the hell
Yeah,
is
it was
that?
Weird.
I ate the small corner with lots of hot sauce to try to power through. And I was like, dude, I can't even finish this. It's so gross.
I didn't even have hot sauce. I was like choking down the
You
chicken. It was
should've
so
grabbed
dry.
Choking
Yeah,
the chicken?
She ordered like this full. Well, no wonder it was gross, Ashley.
No wonder there were
Oh.
splooges on there.
Gross.
Was
do
yours the
that.
same?
Yeah, it was like the
Yes.
same meal. We
But you
different
ordered
things.
very different. You ordered a falafel.
No, I ordered a. Yeah, I did.
It was falafel.
No,
But what
yeah.
was it?
A sandwich.
Not
It was supposed to be
tacos.
like a sandwich.
Yeah.
You got the tortilla
It
thing?
literally had the same layout. We were like, what?
We're like, wait, I think this is yours. And then we
Yeah.
opened that, and then they were the same.
were the same.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Very, very gross.
Yeah,
But the ice cream,
that was delicious.
Oh,
We've
that
all
looked
been to
good
that
too.
one.
that we
the one we went to in Charlie Square.
Yep.
Remember that
Mhm.
was so
Oh, normal
good.
ice cream.
Yep.
Yes.
And it was good.
That one's really good.
that, the
I
coconut.
had a
Oh,
pina colada. It was delicious.
Yeah.
It had like
Oh.
toasted coconut on it.
that made it for it because
Tasty.
that was awesome.
So that was like our dinner.
Yeah, that was it.
It seemed like you guys were there pretty late.
We were.
We were trying to close the place down.
Surprisingly, I think I had to pull Ashley out of there.
Yeah.
I was like, girl, my
surprise.
legs, my legs can't shake it anymore, man.
Surprise, surprise. So I'm
Surprise,
down
trying
to
to
the
get
party.
Ashley
I
out
love
of there.
I love it because I was down, but I was like, dude, literally my legs are going to collapse.
What time does the place
I
close?
think
I
around
think
10.
10. Yeah.
It was
we left
fun.
at like
The lights were
9:30.
cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
We were trying to get some cool stuff with the lights and
video.
the sunset and stuff. It was fun.
It was fun.
That's
I know Mark
awesome.
saw the video. He's all, babe, that was dope. Like our synchronized skating. He's all, that was really cool.
That's awesome.
He was all excited.
We had fun.
We did. That was really a good time.
We didn't know that, but our friend had like her husband there, but we didn't know.
Yeah, I guess husbands could have came. Sorry,
Oh,
honey. We
too.
literally didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I think the invitation said family. And
She did say, she goes, I think there was a line in there about bringing your family, but I guess I didn't.
you,
I didn't even read the email. So
She's
I
like, wait, there's a
definitely
skate. She like messaged her, there's a skating thing. She's like, oh, there is. I'm like,
yeah, she messaged me on Instagram. I'm all, oh yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'll come. She's like, oh yeah, it's in your email. I'm like, oh, I'm
check
sorry.
my
I don't check my
Sorry.
email.
Ashley conveniently missed the family part.
I did.
She's like,
Sorry, fam.
Oops. John's all,
John-
dang it. I really
I know.
wanted to be there.
Yeah, he doesn't want to skate anyway. After his last outing,
Yeah.
Right?
he was injured for like
For
a
like a
year.
minute.
Oh wait,
his tailbone.
it still hurts.
yeah.
To this day.
He still walks odd.
Oh.
We are getting our passports.
Yay! So you get to go.
Oh, get to go out
without
on a
having to
trip.
fly to Colorado.
How many
boner
times
Hawaii.
did you check this on the status?
Oh, so many times. And I had to
Refresh.
enter the things every single
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
Like your birthday, social.
Ugh.
And I was
Yep.
like, I don't care. I'm checking it again.
Yeah.
And then it said shipped, and it was the best day ever
I feel
Yeah.
like I pretty much have Cody's social memorized for that
because of that.
Because we were kind of cutting it a little close with his when we went to Mexico, and I was like, refresh,
Yes.
just checking it all the time.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law, they got theirs in April, I want to say, and they had it expedited.
Yeah.
It's getting here this week too.
Shush.
no
Really?
way.
She told me today, she's like, ours finally says shipped. I was like, is it
Oh
fast shipping? Like, are you going to get it? She's like, yeah, it's 2-day shipping. I was like, I think we're going to get ours before she gets
Theirs.
hers.
What?
That's
She said they're
insane.
supposed to get theirs Sunday, and I think we're getting ours tomorrow.
Whoa. That is
Wow.
crazy.
I know.
Oh my. Are they going too?
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that.
Mhm.
Okay. So are all the siblings going?
Nope. So it's just a
Okay.
trip for the 10-year-olds,
Gotcha.
which is Liv and Noah.
I see.
And then we get to come along.
So Liv got certified too
Yes.
for scuba diving.
She was with us on Saturday when we went.
They were cute, her and Noah at
Mhm.
the
the
party.
yes.
Her
Mhm.
surprise
Yes.
birthday.
Yeah,
They seem like they have a
Yes.
lot of fun
they
together.
do.
They're funny.
I know.
I was like, I've never seen this side of Noah before.
I
He was
know.
just, he
Coming
seemed
down.
so outgoing. Like, just,
Yes.
he was just familiar. Like,
But,
you know,
yep,
it was
family.
yeah.
Yeah, in his
So cute.
element.
Yep.
I love that.
That was adorable. That party was really cute.
It was.
Little surprise. Did she get through all her birthday cards?
Oh, we did.
Yeah?
Yes. There was somebody that sent her a $50 Visa gift card.
Oh
Sheesh.
my
And then somebody else
word.
sent her $40 to Dairy Queen.
What?
I was like, I'll take you on a date.
Yeah.
Goodness.
She's gonna get lots of dilly bars.
I know.
What's a dilly bar?
Yeah, what
There's
is
little
that?
circle things that are dipped in. They're dipped in either chocolate, cherry, or butters.
Mhm.
Have you guys never
No.
had a dilly bar?
I have not. Is it at Dairy Queen?
Mhm.
I've never
So
had
they-
a dilly bar.
My brother and
What?
his sister used to work there, so they take a swirl of soft serve, put a stick in it, freeze it, and then they dip it in,
Like the
Like a hard shell?
I want a dilly bar.
That sounds amazing.
We used to have my mom loved them, and so we would just go to Dairy Queen and get a dozen dilly bars.
Yep.
So like a
Assorted.
Klondike bar, basically?
No.
Isn't a
Yeah.
Klondike bar ice
Isn't it-
cream with
yeah,
hard
yeah.
shell?
Is it? I thought I'm getting confused with the
You're thinking of the mints.
Are you thinking the Fat Boys?
or the
the
minty ones?
Yeah, a York. You thinking
Mhm.
a Yorkie? Or
with the mint like
But
a,
the
yeah.
hard shell's pretty
Yeah.
like thick.
Yeah.
I feel like
Ooh.
real good.
They're good.
We have to go on a
want-
trip.
I want one. I didn't know they did that.
Should we
Are
go?
they still open?
Hey, should we go to Southtown tomorrow?
What's it,
Oh, we could
Southtown?
make that our adventure.
Yeah.
We could pay.
Dairy Queen's at Southtown.
Are you serious?
I don't know
we
where
should
there
check
are
and
Dairy
see
Queens.
if they have it though, because not all of them have it.
I might have to
Oh
go
my
to a
God.
Dairy Queen. I can't believe you guys have had dilly bars.
I want to go.
I
Can we
didn't
wait?
know they had them.
I'd like.
the coolest
I should stock
thing.
my freezer for my mom. She loves them.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
They're good.
I'm down
Dairy
to go on
Queen's
an
good.
adventure. I haven't been there in I think, years.
I like their fries
actually.
too. They
Yeah,
kind of remind
like-
me of Arctic Circle fries.
Okay.
Klondike bars.
Dairy
Okay,
Queen.
what Dolly's?
Dairy Queen.
Dilly
Dilly's.
bars.
Dilly.
Dilly bars.
Dollies.
Freshka.
Freshka. I want a Freshka and I want a Dolly.
You want a Dolly bar and a Freshka.
I want one.
Those sound so good.
Don't
They
go
are.
without me.
Okay.
All right.
Just don't tell her.
I'm gonna be watching out my window.
Where are you
going? They all left at the same time, all within 15 minutes of each other.
Hold on.
1 minute. 1 minute. Bitches, where you going?
Right?
That's funny.
Oh, man.
Well,
What else is there? Noah had a scrimmage tonight. We sat really high up on the hill. This is a scrimmage, and I'm still really wanting to yell, but I'm
Yes.
like far away, and I was like, Matt, I hate it up here.
you wanted to get down in there?
Yeah. I was like, yeah, Noah. I kept yelling
Yeah.
Yes.
and loud from the top of the hill. And I was like, this is a
We like
scrimmage.
stop
It's
and wave
doesn't
at
even-
you.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a scrimmage and a game?
It's
and
not an
practice?
actual.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
count for anything or.
Okay.
It's like for
So
practice.
it's another team?
It was another
Practice
team.
team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
Yeah, that's
Prepping them
fun.
for the big leagues.
But yeah, it was fun. He's gone from rec to comp, and the difference already. I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be fun.
This is real soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Like they're
actually
passing, they're
competitive.
making plays. I'm like, oh, this is wonderful.
It's so fun.
Yes.
Love it when they get into it.
I know.
That much better to watch. We all celebrated Father's Day.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys have a good time?
It's glorious.
The
Yeah.
weather wasn't great. John wanted to go to the pool, but the weather kind of sucked, so we didn't go.
Yeah, that's true. It
Yeah,
was
we were up in
super
Heber
windy
and it was
chilly.
cold.
Yeah, I know. I did edit the podcast.
Look at you. Happy Father's Day, John. I got to work.
Yeah, sorry.
Good job.
He's okay. He was playing Zelda and hanging out with Jack. Matthew was in his room with Pink Eye. So
Oh, that's right.
So fun.
or whatever it was, an
Yeah.
eye infection of some kind.
Yeah.
Which I finally let him out.
And walked him.
Right?
I unlocked
He's
the
probably
door
like,
so
no,
he
Mom, it's fine.
Yeah.
Maybe
No.
2 more days just to be
Yeah.
safe.
Seriously.
Was he
He-
ready?
Just the first day he came out of his room, man, he was just chatting away, chat, and I was like, okay.
He's craving that human
He was.
interaction.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna be really patient because I know he's like needs to interact with humans,
right?
Because I still have the other 2 and other things going on,
Right.
But he was in his room for like 4 days.
Your
Oh,
kids are
my
so
word.
good at that. Like
Mm.
when Ava was sick, she stayed in a room. When Jack's been
she
sick,
just couldn't even. I mean, she was.
my kids
couldn't
won't stay in
get
their
up.
room for 3 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that. They also
I know.
puke in a bowl or the toilet. If they didn't,
true.
I would lose my shit. I would be throwing up everywhere, and then it would just be like freaking Exorcist. or
Sleeping
something.
outside.
Yeah, it would be so bad. No, because I don't do throw up. I mean, I remember from the time they were babies, I'd just hold them over the sink. Like
Yeah.
if they, I remember only
yeah.
one of my kids got like the throw up, the pukies, But
I know Zeta threw up a
Oh,
couple
it's
months
so
ago. It's the
sad.
heart
because then they kind of look at you like, "What the hell's
Mhm.
happening?"
yes,
and you're like,
and you
"I'm
could-
so
I
sorry."
know. Oh,
It's
that's
the
the
worst.
saddest thing ever.
I know. It's never
Not that
great,
little.
but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I woke up to a nice wet spot on my bed.
sorry.
That sucks so
You
bad.
guys.
So
Oh,
bad.
Mark and I were
I was
like,
glad to hear that it was just a wet spot, though. When you said a
Right?
big accident, I
I
was
know.
like,
Oh
I
dear.
I thought poop for
You
sure.
maybe
Yeah.
poop.
Like diarrhea, man.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, it wasn't poop, but it was a lot of pee.
I mean, I would have. I would have smelled diarrhea or
my
like.
word. I could not believe I literally rolled over and I was like, oh. I'm like, Mark, turn on the light. Middle of the night, we're both like, oh no. You're tired. You have to totally we tried to soak it up.
Should have slept in
we,
it. I'm just kidding.
Right? This,
but you lay a towel
So
down on it.
gross.
And yeah.
you just
Yeah.
go back to bed. Oh yeah, that was
I feel like
And
we've
our
done that
poor
for our
mattress.
kids sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Like they pee and I'm like,
in their own bed.
yeah,
Yes.
lay a
Here's
towel
a
down.
towel.
Yep.
We're good.
Worry about that in the morning.
Love you.
Going
I
back
know.
to bed.
My kids
Did
are
you-
really good, so it was so weird.
Did you get
Yeah.
it cleaned?
Not professional yet. I'm gonna call those people you sent me though. I need to call them. I don't know why I have not yet. I need to. We tried to clean it the best we could that night. Sick.
Now
I
it's
know.
dry.
Mark and I are like, we're getting a new
Going
mattress.
to the
Like,
bottom
forget
of the
this.
mattress.
Dude, that part grosses me out. Of course, it's when we didn't have our freaking
Mattress cover on.
mattress cover on.
Whenever I've had the boys sleep without a mattress cover, I will wake them up in the night. Hey, do you need to pee? And I'll make them get up and pee because I get so
Worried. they're
paranoid
gonna-
of them peeing all over the mattress.
Yeah, that's our nice big first pee stain. There's a little apple
Sucks.
juice stain that happened when Frey was little, but not pee ever.
Our mattress has lots of pee stains on it.
Does it?
Yeah, I've got a problem.
Oh,
You or,
is it?
say you or
It's
John? but
right?
Well, it's me.
Yeah. Week. Okay, for Father's Day, we went to my aunt's. We did the like whole thing with my stepdad and everything. Because with my dad, we always get together afternoon, evening. But we went to dinner and a movie, and he's my grandpa by marriage. So he's my dad's wife's dad. Anyways, we all were in this movie. We saw The Flash, the superhero, The Flash.
Yeah.
It was cute. Mark and I get out and we're like, it was okay. Like there's some slow parts, but there's some funny parts. And I don't know why this was like such a like revelation or moving thing for me. His name's Alan. He goes, wow. He's all, my mind is blown. He's like, the graphics, and there was some good funny parts. And the action, you just see, it looks so real. And we were all together. Like, it was like, I almost
loved
wanted
it.
to cry because I was like, man, like here Mark and I are like, like it's pretty good. Could have been better. And he's just happy as a clam. He's like, did you know back in my day, telling us about how the old films and, black and white and just, he's like, we sat on hard folding chairs, hard folding chairs. And here we are in nice recliners with our
Yeah.
popcorn and drinks. And I was like, thank you. Like, I just thought that was the cutest thing. I'm like, you're just looking at life like, what a great experience. You know what I mean?
I know.
Yeah.
It was
Like
such
Ted
a good
Lasso.
reminder
Yeah.
of
Oh.
just Ted Lasso do
Yeah,
that.
He's just really positive. I feel like
Yeah.
I just want to like it. I don't know. I like it.
I love that so much.
Yeah.
It was kind of like when we went to Vegas with the kids.
Yeah.
Like everything was so awesome to them. And I'm like, oh, like the moving
Yes.
sidewalks. They thought that was the coolest thing ever. And I was like, yeah. We're like racing on them. And then like they just didn't see how dirty and gross Vegas was. They saw the cool lights
cool
and the
things.
fountains. And I'm like, oh.
It's such a good reminder, huh?
Yes.
I'm like, okay. Like how great really life is.
Yes.
And how good we've got it. Or
Yeah.
I loved that.
We went with my friend up to Snowbird, and it was like a condo and a pretty decent sized one. But there was a hot tub on the like patio, and the boys, I mean, that could have been their Christmas.
Yeah.
They were like,
I
"Mom,
thought that was the coolest thing ever.
Mom,
Yeah.
and we have and Nick kept saying, we have our own pool. We have our own pool out there."
Cute.
They were so excited.
Was it the pool that's on the roof?
No, this was like a hot tub in the
In
con-
the
like,
condo.
yeah.
Gotcha. Sorry, I missed that part. Okay.
it was on the deck. Nick did fall out of it.
Oh, no.
Out of the hot tub?
Yeah, he was sitting on the edge and then just went blip. And like I was inside and I just heard this and I was like, oh, it's one of my children. And he had just like was sitting on it and just went kind of like fell off and then goes, ow, and then stood right back up.
I could see that.
I
I could totally see
Ow.
that.
Oh. Van has become a total
Oh.
asshole.
He's angry. He's angry at the world.
Holy moly.
I've seen Molly, I think on 2 or 3 occasions, football hold him
Carrying him in.
back to the house.
I have always been like, oh, terrible twos aren't that bad. It's the threes. No. He
Well,
is the
the
pure
twos?
definition of terrible twos.
Is it just gonna get worse then?
I think so.
Oh,
He
boy.
literally just screams if he doesn't get his way, like and loud. And it's from like 0 to 100, just like that.
Oh, no.
The other day he was screaming in our garage and Kim walked over, stopped screaming for a second, grabbed her hand, walked her to her house, invited himself in.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Yep.
He's saying cars?
Yeah.
Cars?
He went and played it, and I was like, I'm not even gonna fight this right now. I was like,
But
go
then
play
he,
it, Kim.
then he gets in, he goes, where the big monster truck?
Oh.
Where'd a big monster truck? And I was like, I don't know. So then he started playing with the Transformers. He go, what'd this do? What'd this do?
What this do?
So then we're playing for a little bit, and I had told the boys they had like 5 more minutes. So I was like, okay, we got to clean up.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was out there playing with Emmy, and then I was like, I should probably go check on Van. And right as I said that, I heard his blood curdling scream from inside her house, and I was like, that's Van.
There
And
he
I said,
goes.
Buddy, the boys have got to go to bed. No! Ah! And the
Yeah. The scream.
Oh my
Like he
god.
is so dang cute when he's not like that.
I said, how come you're doing that?
Yeah.
As he
But-
just continues.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So other than that though, his favorite thing, my favorite thing that he says right now is, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
He'll say,
I've heard him
"You
say
kidding me?
oh my god.
You kidding me?" And he'll say it to like the shows he's watching. He'll be like, "You kidding me, Blippi? Kidding me?"
That's so cute.
And then he,
really cute.
Matt's favorite thing he does is like today I was like, "Hey, you want to go watch Noah play soccer?" He goes, yep."
Can you think about it?
You really got to
He does that.
make sure he was.
Yep.
That is so cute.
So he's pretty cute unless he's
not.
Yes, he's not.
being a
Maybe
terror.
you should ask him when he throws his fit. Are you kidding me?
Are you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Yeah.
See what he
Kidding
does.
me, Van?
Kidding me, Van?
He had
me
one
right
of
now?
Nick's like bigger Transformers. He goes, oh, that's a big guy.
So cute.
He goes, where's the big guy?
Big guy.
Oh my,
Yeah.
their little voices.
Oh, I know.
We're dying over Zeta right now too,
Mhm.
because she's I feel like she is talking so much quicker than Rock did. But I remember Freya was quick too. Like
Yeah.
we would always get told, man, she talks so well for her age. But she's been saying, she'll take top it. Like when we go to change her, top it. And it's so freaking cute. She says, oh, this one's my favorite. Thank you. Like every
Aw,
little thing we give her.
yes.
Thank you. Oh my
Cute.
word. She just Mark and I are both are like, she's like the sweetest little girl. She hasn't hit the terrible
Just
two,
wait.
so I'm like,
It's coming.
well,
Kidding.
just,
I don't know if I've had one that has done this that bad. Like I'm exhausted. And
Yeah,
my poor
that's-
mom. My mom's like, "Will you figure that out before I get there?" I was like, "I don't
She
think
knows.
so."
I know.
Yeah. So I was like, "I think you're
Bye,
stuck
Mom.
with this." Yeah.
Love you. Good luck.
You said he's been
bye.
different though than any of the others. Like just rougher
Yeah.
and like a little more like aggressive.
Yes.
Well, because he's got 3 older
I
siblings.
know.
Yeah.
You know?
Gotta
Be able to fight
him
'em.
off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's Zeta. When we were at the park yesterday, she was pulling herself up on the bar, getting her little feet up there, like the little low bars with the nets. Mark and I were like, holy shit. She's 1.5. She's getting up there like a little monkey. And then our 2 oldest, Rock and Frey would start walking and she'd just be keeping right up with them. We're walking inside the movies just to get popcorn. She's like trying to open the door. I'm
She's
like,
like, I got this.
look at her go.
Her tiny little body.
Yes, it's so cute. Oh, she also does. Yeah, like we'll ask her like, "You want milk?" Yeah, or she'll try to pull up my shirt. I knew.
Mhm.
And now we're down to once a day. We're really weaning strong now, so it's usually at night. And she'll say, "I knew." As she's pulling, I'll go, "You want a nurse?" Yeah, yeah. And her eyes light up.
That was cute.
So
Oh my
delicious. Oh my
gosh.
word.
Matt made me feel better about my mom anxiety tonight too. We were at the park and he put Van up at the top level.
Yeah.
Like there was a ladder and both girls, but there were 3 openings. And so we were both like,
Yeah. Oh yes.
He's like, "Lucy, go over there. Lucy, go over. Emmy." So finally he crawls out. Well, I'm like, huh. It's like
Yes.
Lucy was trying to block him, which was making him mad. So he was going faster to
Oh,
places. And
no.
I was like,
right.
so Matt finally crawls up there and he's trying to grab him
Oh no.
while he's like running around this like.
He probably thinks it's hilarious. I can
Yes.
see him up there laughing like, oh, they're trying to get me.
But Matt
He
was
tries to
dying too.
run.
Like we both were. I was like, I'm glad I'm not the only one. He's
Yeah.
like, I never should have done that. No, because it's the same park that we're going to have to go to all the time.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
it's his
no.
home park, and I'm like,
He's gonna be real familiar with it. That is
we'll
the
hear
worst
lots
though.
of screaming.
When there's tall things and there's openings
Openings.
like that. I'm like,
All
don't
over.
do that.
Or make one opening.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Why do you need 3?
Yeah.
That
And of course,
stresses
he
me
wouldn't
out.
go down the slide. The one opening that we said he could go down.
Mm-hmm. Kids.
I know. Freya has like unlocked a new level of bravery. I am so proud of this girl. We took her swimming just like a week ago, and all of a sudden she's jumping off the edge with Emmy and Ava and Jack right in, head going underwater over and over. Mark and I are like, what? And she's done it every time.
That's awesome.
That
It's
is
so
awesome.
cool. And like at the park, when we at one of Rock's games, she wanted to slide down this pole, and it's high.
Yeah.
You climb up there, and she got up there. She's like, Mom, I can't. Mom, I can't. I'm like, okay, come on. You don't have to. No, but I want to, Mom. But I want to. So I'm like, okay, do you want me to stand underneath? Do you want me to climb up? Climb up, Mom. And so I showed her how to do it, and then she does it. I'm like, you go, girl.
There you go.
I love it. Like, it's okay to let your kids take their time, you know? She's our first. She's our oldest. So we've always been like, oh, man, like all the kids are jumping in, and she's not yet. She's like, and all of a sudden,
She's
this is
doing
her
it.
year. She's doing it. Just proud of her.
It's awesome.
Those proud parent moments where
Yeah.
we're like, there she goes.
I wonder if
That's
school
my
helped a
girl.
little bit with that too.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
yeah.
Being away from mom and dad, and
Yeah.
finding your own little independence.
Mhm.
And
Jack fell down the stairs the other day in skates.
he
Did he
was
really?
so
Yeah.
determined.
So Tara brought over these skates for me to try on, and they're
Yeah.
a little bit big, but I'm making them work.
Yeah.
And she had her pink ones that she used to wear over, and so Jack's like, "Can I put these on?" So he puts them on, and they're enormous on him, right?
Yes.
But he's going around in the house doing it, and then he would like sit on the stairs and scooch down anyway. And he kind of just like he didn't really fall, but somehow he ended like
did.
head over feet, and he's like, oh, and I'm like, what's
Like
going on?
body was like, you know, those like drawings, those cartoon drawings, like with the chalk, like perfectly laid like
Oh, it
that.
was so
But he was
funny.
joking.
He was.
Like, "Ah."
Yeah, it
It
was
was cute.
hilarious.
And then
What are
Rock
you
was
doing
hobbling
in there?
around on his one
Was
skate.
so cute though.
He just likes one skate.
John goes, it seems to me like he needs a skateboard.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's funny.
That was really funny though. He was so determined.
Jack was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I kept
I
telling
need
him
to
like,
get him
dude,
some
start on the carpet. And I'd like show him what to do on the
Mm.
carpet. He's like, okay, I did that. What's next?
What's
Yeah.
next? He's like, I got this.
I'm all, well, no, you got to see how you're still kind of dripping a little bit. You
Yeah.
got to stay till you're steady. No, I'm ready.
It's kind of how
Like,
I feel. I
alright.
get bored like practicing.
Yes,
like
for
I just want to
sure.
move on. You know?
Yes.
I want to do something else.
Yes. You know, I got more skates.
I know.
Yeah.
I need to try some on.
Yes.
Yeah, you do. We got a pair for you, Kim.
Yep.
Saved 'em.
crew.
I wrote your name on them in permanent marker. They're yours for
Yeah.
sure.
They're yours
Can't
forever.
take 'em back. I have to wear them. Don't make me feel bad.
I'll have to get a helmet.
That's why she didn't return them. She was
Right.
waiting for you.
That's right.
Oh, I should be wearing like full on wrist guards, elbow, knee pads, helmet. That's what I should.
You're
be doing.
better than you give yourself credit
Yeah,
for.
you look like you were pretty dang good out there.
No, but
She
I'll be
is.
the one to crash and crash hard.
I think I crashed the hardest that night.
You crashed multiple times, but
I
I, don't
did.
feel like any of them were.
I did.
I don't feel like any of them were
My
like
knee
take
shows
it out.
it.
Well, you did
No,
get your
yeah.
knee.
I mean, I was, but my
I'll
knee,
break a
I
bone for
got
sure.
a few. Poor.
We started going, and I hear, I was
Oh,
like, what the
shoot.
hell? The trainer, she goes, oh my gosh, did you see that? She's laughing. I was like, no.
Did
She
get
went
hurt?
parallel with the ground, like
Oh.
up in the air. Boom.
Ow.
But no, she's okay.
She was like,
I
my
talked
butt
to her the
was-
next day. I'm like, "Are you okay today? Like, how are you holding up?"
Oh my
She's like, "I'm
gosh.
surprisingly fine." She's all, "I have a little scuff mark, but that's it."
Oh my gosh.
Funny.
Oh,
Ouch.
There was a dude on rollerblades doing his thing, had
Oh,
his
he
camera
was
out. We
in
tried to
it.
like, I twerked a little bit as we went past.
and I was like, "Ah."
I was like, oh shit. Because then he went to go get his camera. I was like, oh my gosh, he's going to watch that. We got to
like
go.
immediately. Well, then we just started doing it like on our own. We're like,
Yeah.
let's act like we do it all the time. But he was in these
So
short
funny.
shorts.
Like leopard shorts, weren't they?
No, they were camouflage.
Were they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it was hard to see. I'm like, is he wearing pants or
Yeah.
not? You know.
Yeah. Wait, they just
Where'd he
appeared.
go?
Oh, wait, no,
Where'd
no,
you
no,
go?
he's-
He was great though. He was in his
Element.
zone,
You guys are
man.
going to be
Yeah.
found on TikToks. You know, those TikToks are like, who are these people?
Uh-huh.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Or like, I know, because we did.
Find
Keep
these
passing it.
ladies.
Yeah. Should've
Then there
asked
was a
for their
guy at a
number.
booth, and I felt like he was watching us.
The whole time.
I felt like, and I was like, this is
I
kind
think
of
he worked
uncomfortable.
there. Didn't he work
I
there?
have no idea.
He still was
I mean,
there.
or he was with someone who did work there. I don't know.
I
But I,
don't know
thought it was
either.
like,
And then there's people watching is just fun too. There's the people
Yeah.
that like they're they probably their first time putting on skates, but they're so determined.
oh
Yeah,
my
they're
God.
like,
So
I'm
they're
gonna
just
do
like
this.
these floppy Gumbies out there, just like the whole time you're like, ah.
And they're falling.
Yeah.
falling. I'm like, dude, you need a butt pad. You're
Every time they fall, they're big eyed and they look up like, who saw me
Did
fall?
anybody see that?
It was a lot of fun,
That's
though.
fun. Good times. Just feels good to get out.
It does.
Mamas, get out, and you're allowed to do that.
Mhm.
Even if your families are invited, just don't tell them.
Yeah. I legit did not read that part.
I didn't know either. I had no
Sorry,
idea.
family. I'm not sorry, John. I know you
Sorry,
wouldn't have
love.
gone anyway.
Mark would have, but then we
Yeah.
had to bring the kids, and it's a whole nother experience.
Yep.
Not
Very
that that's bad, but it was fun to be free for a minute.
Okay, we had 4 LOL moments of the week.
Oh.
What did I just say?
A la la la
4
moments.
LOL
No,
moments?
2. We have a couple. No. I don't know why I said that.
Incorrect.
4 divided by 2.
Yeah, let me start that over. We had a couple LOL moments of the week. Okay, so the first one is my 4-year-old girl. That's why I said 4. Grabbed her aunt's chest and said, "Hey, you have big boobs," in a big crowd of people. hey, you got big boobs.
Hey, just
Those
so
are
you
some
know.
big tatas.
Yeah, you've got big tatas. We've heard stories like this before.
Yeah.
The other one is the truck was leaving his driveway. The 4-year-old has trouble with his T's and said, "Hey, you silly little fruck." So those are funny. Okay,
Those are good.
so our topic today, I let the people vote.
Let
Yes.
the people decide.
I did.
People what they want.
I really needed help today, and we had some good, good
Mhm.
responses. I was really happy.
True.
So I asked for like ideas, and then I let people vote on which they would prefer, and it was very strongly mom hacks and mom fails. So that's kind of what we're going to talk about. And then I had some people kind of write some in, and we had a few.
Oh.
So
Awesome.
we'll kind of read them, and then if you guys, I wrote some of mine down too. But if you guys have some, if you can think of anything, I'll read a couple. Or do you have one off the top?
I
of
have
your
one
head?
off the top of my
Okay,
head. This was,
perfect.
I'm like, do I wait or do I put it in my
Yeah.
update? Rock, he's 4. He just turned 4 in May. And I've shared this on my stories. Like, Mark and I are like, okay, he's still in diapers. And I'm not, we let our kids go at our own pace, right? And Frey went at her own pace and she potty trained. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Because she trained herself, really. So we've been doing the same with Rock, but he's been taking longer. And I'm like, okay, like now I'm kind of like, shit, he's over 4. What's going on? Well, we bought him pull-ups. And my mom actually did suggest this. She's like, you should buy him pull-ups so that it's like easy for him to pull him down.
Mm-hmm.
It has made the biggest difference. He went poop and pee again. And this is 3 days in a row. He has poop and peed in the potty on his
Yes.
own.
That's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Because we don't say, do you need to go potty? Do you need to
Right.
go potty? We let them tell us. He's come and said, I got to go potty. Or he's already in the toilet and he yells, I went poop. And he's just so excited.
That's awesome.
So I feel like pull-ups
Mhm.
was the ticket for him. He just needed that easy, like, oh, I can take these on and off
Yeah.
super easy on my own.
I could see that for him because he likes
Yeah.
to do everything himself.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
So
totally.
he probably doesn't want to like have you take his diaper off or
No,
Right.
I think you're right. And we bought the little, those toilet seats where it has the
Mhm.
big toilet seat and the
Oh,
little
yes.
toilet seat in it.
Mhm.
So he's going in the big
He's going
toilet.
in the big toilet, and I think he likes that.
That's
Yeah.
He doesn't
Yeah.
even want to use his little potty.
Yeah.
He likes getting on the big one, but has a seat that he doesn't feel like he's going to fall in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So potty training
awesome.
hacks, I feel like that's been
Yeah.
a total turning point for him.
That's awesome.
Do you
Yay.
guys remember
Woohoo.
what we did for Lucy?
Yes.
Sprinkles. Yes. I think that's the
Sprinkle
cutest
poop.
trick.
It worked.
Oh my gosh. So for those that don't know, which
Yes.
probably a lot of you don't, she's 5 now. How's that happened? But she was fine with going pee, but just could not poop on the potty. And everybody gives you suggestions and advice. And one person was like, and we usually do. We usually let them just go naked while we're kind of learning the process. She just straight out pooped on the floor one time. freaked out.
Oh my god.
There's a big old turd on the carpet. I was
Yeah.
like, okay, well, that suggestion did not work.
Did not work.
Right?
Because somebody's like, oh, they won't just poop. I was like, oh, but they will.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
And she did.
And she did.
That backfired.
So we ended up buying multiple colors of sprinkles and told her if she pooped in the potty, she could pick a color of sprinkles and sprinkle the poop.
Mhm.
And it worked.
And it worked, right?
It worked. And everybody's like, oh, she's going to be sprinkling her poop for... No.
It was like a couple times, right? And then it,
Well, we did it for
Or-
quite a while
okay.
until she was pretty consistent, and then it just kind of trailed off.
yeah.
last week.
And she,
'Cause
yeah.
Yeah.
Last
Last week.
Excitement.
I was like,
yeah.
it's your
Yeah.
5th birthday. We got to stop
Gotta
sprinkle
stop doing
poops.
this. We're going bankrupt buying all
He's
these.
got the whole
sprinkles.
rainbow of colors.
I
They're like,
know.
we have our own
The
sprinkle
bathroom.
rack
in the bathroom.
No, I told a friend, there was a friend of mine through Instagram who asked, like, do you guys have any tips for potty training? And I told them your sprinkle hack. I said my girlfriend had her little daughter sprinkle her poop. She ended up messaging me back like 2 weeks later. And she said that worked.
That is crazy.
Sprinkles on the poop. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're having a hard time,
Yeah.
buy some
Get some
sprinkles.
sprinkles.
I don't know if it's
awesome.
like the decision of like get a color in my poop or like
Mhm.
sprinkles are kind of glittery. I
Mhm.
don't know what it was, but
Yeah.
it worked.
I think it's,
I like it.
You do
Hilarious and
whatever
awesome.
you
Yeah.
can.
yep. Yep. There
So
you
yeah,
go.
that was
Couple-
my potty training
Yep.
hack.
couple
like
potty hacks.
Yep.
And
We had-
and don't stress.
We had
I
to
think,
put
yeah.
the little potty for Tyler in the tub and then close the curtain.
For like privacy.
Yeah.
He would
like
not
even
go?
closing the door wasn't enough. He wanted like his own little space.
That's awesome.
So I have a lot of pictures of him like in the tub on his little toilet. Just sitting there.
That is awesome.
That's
I'll
funny.
shut the curtain,
Yeah.
Mom.
Yeah.
That's so
On his
funny.
own little. Yeah. It's
That
good.
is hilarious.
They are their own little.
Mm-hmm.
They're their own human. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
Got their own preferences.
There's always the Cheerio one too, like for Targets. You know,
Oh,
put a
yes.
Cheerio in the bowl and have them. I
pee.
have my boys sit down because I don't want to be cleaning the.
I've tried so
toilet.
many times and I
Yeah.
clean up so much pee. I've
Really?
even like emptied out the water, dried it off and put like a vinyl sticker.
Yeah.
I actually should probably do that again because I feel like it helped. I put like Captain America or something and I'm
You
like,
have to
pee
pee
oh,
on
I
it.
remember seeing
I do
that.
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
that too.
I feel like that kind of helped, but I try to get them to sit down. There's pee all over the place.
Yeah. Well, at first, like we would have them just kind of
Like tuck it
push
down.
it,
Yeah.
push it down, make sure it was in the bowl, but they don't have to do that. I don't know. It's weird. But I was like, I don't want their wieners going everywhere.
Mhm.
You
I
know?
know it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah,
as
there's
Rock as we continue this with Rock because
Yeah.
Mark showed him too. Like if you're pooping and you have to pee too, just like you
Yeah.
know. So that's
Wait.
what he's been doing.
Wait until they pee between the toilet
Yeah.
and the seat and it goes right out the front. One time I was like, how is he peeing on me?
yeah,
And it was going like out in
Between the seats.
yes.
between the seat and the toilet.
That has happened before,
That's
but I wonder if
hilarious.
I don't know if like leaning forward so that it kind of like tips
Goes down.
You know,
I mean,
like tuck your or
I
sit
feel
Yeah.
like that's
farther or
dad's.
Yeah.
something. I don't
That's
know.
dad's.
Yeah, I know.
That's
yeah,
dad's job. I don't
I don't know.
pee like that.
Right. Right.
I don't have one of those.
Yesterday, Rock pooped and wiped his own butt. You know, and he
Oh,
came out.
dear.
Yay! Full on flooded the toilet.
Oh.
It was
I'm
Jack
sure.
2.0, and it was like I'm just kidding. Jack's luckily didn't overflow.
I know.
Rock's overflowed.
Did he use like a whole roll of toilet
Yes.
paper? Oh,
But he probably felt so proud because
Yeah.
he did
He
it all
was,
by
I know.
himself.
So we were like, "Good job, buddy." We didn't even get mad. Like, and I was like, "Okay, next time, dude, you gotta flush, you know." And so he did that today. And then he wiped,
Good.
and then I still help him wipe because
Yeah.
they obviously miss a lot of
Yep.
poop still.
Yep.
But poor Mark, I'm all. So you or me? He's like, I got it. He cleaned the whole bathroom.
Gosh, that-
Did it
He's
like
over-
overflow over the toilet?
Yes,
Oh.
it was all
Oh.
over the floor. Real fun. I know.
All right. Here's some random ones. Okay. Well, they're not really random. They're good. Okay. Freezing, like the Go-Gurts. So like
Oh,
the
yeah.
frozen
Oh,
yogurt
yes.
Oh, yeah.
popsicles.
Yeah, then they're like ice cream.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like a
It's
popsicle.
even good if you put them, like if you're taking them with you,
Yeah. Because then they're
And-
kind of like,
because then they're at least cold, and then when
Yeah,
you get
refrigerated, yeah.
wherever you're going, they're
Yeah.
soft.
you can almost
That's
act
true.
as like a cooler, like,
Mhm.
or like an
Yeah.
ice block thing too.
I
Mhm.
need to do that. I haven't done that in so long, and I even love those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're kind of good.
They're
You
good.
freeze them.
Another one, 3 strikes rule for attitudes, like talking back or whatever. When you get 3, you miss out on something. So like you don't get a dessert or, or tablet time or whatever.
Do I just get to throw a ball at them?
3 strikes, you're out.
Yeah, you're a non-moving target, and I gotta throw this baseball at you.
Oh, that's funny.
Don't do that. Don't
no.
really do that.
Don't throw balls at your kids. This person said they cut up all their fruit so it's ready to eat and stores them in mason jars in the fridge so the kids can just help themselves.
Smart.
That's a good one.
That's
I could have endless supplies of fruit, and if it's not washed and prepared, it will not get touched.
Yeah.
Yep.
Same.
But if I wash it, gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know, but then it's like gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
True.
in that one
Like
sitting.
too
Too
fast.
fast.
Yes.
That's true.
I know.
I think
Maybe-
it's because Mark will dig in. That's how Mark is. If it's ready, he's like, oh, sweet, shove it in my mouth.
Cody
If it's not cut up, he won't touch it.
Mhm.
You
That's
know?
how Cody is. Like even grapes, I could even wash them, but if they're on the stem,
Yes.
won't
Yep.
eat them. If I take them off the stem,
Yep.
Eats 'em
That
right
is
up.
funny.
Yep. That's exactly Mark.
Hmm.
So I'm like, do I want to wash it?
I
Do
know.
wanna
I'm just
do
going to
it?
wash part of them today.
do
Right?
half of them.
Yeah.
But that's like the yes jar or the, yeah, I did that for like a few days.
Yeah, how's that going?
Great. It went good for 2-3 days. Freya has actually asked for it.
I
She
hate
goes,
that.
Mom, you remember when you did the fruit thing? You
Yeah.
should, and the cheese, and she's like, you should do that again. I need to do it.
I feel like
'Cause she
I've
did
had
like it.
so many systems that I'm like, oh, these are working great.
Yep.
But they end up a lot of work, and
Yep.
you stop doing them after like 2 weeks.
Yep.
Mhm.
You
Don't
have-
like that too.
You have that little drawer, right?
The
little-
deli
in your
drawer.
fridge.
Talking about the deli drawer
Yeah, is that what it's called?
Oh, the snack drawer. Yeah.
in the
The
fridge.
extra drawer.
Mhm.
Yeah. I've seen where people make that like their yes.
Mhm.
That's
drawer.
a good idea.
Like the applesauces, the yogurt.
Mhm.
So
So
we have
Yeah.
cheese in there and some fruits and stuff, and it is kind of, and we put their Capri Suns in there.
Mhm. So like everything in there they can kind of eat
Yeah.
as they want.
Yeah.
I should do that because my pantry, man. I used to not be like, fine, get in the pantry. Now I am like, who's in the pantry?
Mhm.
Well,
Like,
because
it's
it's
nonstop.
$200 to go grocery shopping
Yes.
a week,
Yes.
if not more, and that's not even buying meals. That's
Yeah.
snacks.
Mhm.
Totally.
The amount of snacks that they can go through, it's just like I bought those like a week ago, and then
Yep.
it'll be Costco size gone.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's us. We
And-
just restocked gummies. I'm not kidding you. I think it no longer than 3 days ago. They are gone. All gone.
Dang.
I'm like, what in the actual hell? What is happening?
So here's my mom hack that worked wonderful until we stopped doing it. We had a little container in the pantry with each of their names.
Oh.
And
I
in
do
the
remember
morning,
too.
we stocked it up with the snacks that they could have. And we told them, these are all you're getting throughout the day. And it was still like
A lot.
a
Yeah.
hefty,
Plenty.
yes.
Yeah.
And then it was same like fruits, vegetables, like cheese, yogurt. That's fair
Anytime.
game. Yep.
Yep.
But this is the only, and it worked really good. I mean, a lot of
That's a
times
good
they
idea.
would eat it pretty quick and then be like, I'm like, well, like,
Go get
I told
go get
you,
an
yeah.
apple.
and then the next day they would be more careful with. That was
I
one of
should
my
do that.
hacks. Yep, that
Yeah,
worked
I
really
actually
good.
like
And then
that.
we stopped doing it.
Vans would just be a box of Z-bars.
Z bars, love
He
Z
loves
bars.
those, huh? Does he poop a lot?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I pretty just one a day.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
He loves Z bars.
I think Zeta powered through those gummies. I'm not kidding.
Really?
I'm not kidding.
Just living off of gummies.
Yes. And Mark's like, it's because she
Just-
won't eat. She's like,
Oh.
babies, like we'll sit and we'll feed her and we're like, she'll take like 3 bites and then no. We're like, girl, you're hungry. That's why you're eating gummies all the time.
So yeah, there's the snack hack, and I'm telling you, it did work wonderful. Except you have to remember to
I'm
stock
gonna
it.
try and do that.
Yeah, I like that.
That's a good one.
And we let them like decorate their little boxes, so they were all excited about it.
Mhm.
Ooh,
Wait.
that's cute.
My
I-
snack
yeah.
hack is
Very
a lock
Rockabelle
on the
over that.
pantry.
Yeah.
Right?
Sometimes
Yep.
I have to,
Yep.
or else they will eat, and then they don't eat. They don't eat meals.
I
So
know.
they're just eating nonstop.
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah, we've had to like move the bread up, the Nutella up, because Rock and Freya will get in there and make a Nutella sandwich. But I'm like, look, I don't mind if you have one, but same thing. You're not eating your breakfast. You're not eating your eggs. You're not eating like the stuff your body
You're
needs.
supposed
Like
to.
so-
So let's put it up.
Yeah, they'll do
Yeah.
that like 20 minutes
Yeah.
before dinner.
Oh,
And you're
yeah.
like, great.
Right. Right. I'm like, let's have that as like a snack, like in
Mhm.
between or something.
It's rough.
That's rough. Or Brock will come in. He'll be taking handfuls. Mom, my friends are hungry. I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, you can have one each. He'll come back. They're still hungry, Mom.
Yeah, I know. Emmy
You guys-
came
if
in
it's
to
my
give.
kids ever do that, just send them home. Say, go home and get
Well,
your own
they
snack.
all
It's
do
all
it.
of
They all
I
do
know
it.
they
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
Can I
Emmy
have a
came in,
snack?
it's just like
So
if you
bad.
catch them, to tell them no, because I do.
Mm.
Like Emmy came in, and was like, everybody wants creamies. I was like, they get popsicles,
Mhm.
but we want creamies. I was like,
Nope.
Right?
popsicles.
That's
Right?
a box.
Yeah.
Like,
I
You're
know.
like,
it
you're like, I
is.
get it, but I also want a creamy, and they're
Right.
going to be gone.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some stuff I won't even let my kids have. Like the ice cream Snickers. I'm like, no, you cannot have those.
Oh, yeah.
Those are like
Oh, yeah.
Those are
We
my,
got, like,
my
bulk
treat.
Nut Sundays, the Fat Boy Nut Sundays.
Oh.
And I was like, those are all mom and dad's.
Yeah.
They're like, there's like 6 boxes here. I was like, I don't care.
yeah.
Right?
Those are mom and
You guys
dad's.
can
Lay
have
off
the
them,
Twin
I'm
Pops.
starving.
Yeah.
when I bought those peppermint little cookie
Oh, yes.
things, I stuffed them in the very back of the freezer, hid those.
You should see if there's some still back there. Those
Maybe
are
there
delicious.
is.
Right?
That would be a
That'd be
good
a fun
find.
surprise.
That would
Yeah.
be the best.
That would be awesome.
I'm like, look.
Better get in there
Should.
before Cody hears this.
Yeah, I know. All right. Another one is storing like the kids' dishes where they can get them. So they can get them themselves. I don't do that. I think you guys
We do
you
that.
too?
My kids push a chair up to the
Yeah.
bar and climb their butts right up there.
The problem with that is my kids go through like 15 cups a day.
Oh.
And I've
Yes.
tried hacks on that also. Like, here's your water bottles. This is what you'll use. Here's a cup. This is the only cup you use. Like, we hung water bottles.
I
We
do.
put them by the frit. Like, we've tried it all, and nothing works. They just use 15 cups every
Yeah.
day.
That's
So does
hard.
do
anybody
mine.
else have a hack for that one?
I don't.
No.
My kids just use their water bottles.
Yeah, we just have a water bottle too. I feel like we've always, since they
then
were,
water bottles.
yeah, since they started cups, we had all like designated water bottles. We have them
Just
to
for
where they
some
can
reason
grab
doesn't
'em
work.
really easy.
I know. We had it like
I don't.
really cool where they were hung up in the pantry.
Mm.
Like, they just had to open the door and it was right there.
Right.
It just doesn't last. I don't know why.
If their water bottle does run out though, and I'm not there to immediately fill it, it will be like cup
Yeah.
every drink. I'm like, you can refill that cup.
Right?
You can
Right.
grab it and refill it after
No.
you drink.
No.
But yeah,
they've
it's
got
like
to use
new cup,
15
new
a
cup.
day.
Or rinse it out. Or
Yeah, but having like everything else, because Nick will get his own cereal, and it is nice to have it. We have it in a drawer.
Yep.
That's at their level, and it's
Yeah.
nice.
I do find if I have their waters ready for them in the morning, maybe you guys already do that. Like if I already have their waters out and ready,
They will drink it.
they will drink it and they don't get in there as much.
Mhm.
Like for
Maybe I'll try
getting
that.
new dishes. Like they
Yeah.
just need a drink and
Well, then I feel like they've lost all their water bottles.
Do you don't have any water bottles at your house?
Not for them. Those are mine. I ordered another one. I
Look at
can
this
show you guys what I
Oh,
got.
I bet it's
Is it-
cute. I think I know which one.
It's
Not
not
gonna-
a Stanley.
Is it the
Oh.
knockoff one?
What?
Is it the
It's
knockoff
the
one?
Simply Modern one.
The
I like
colored-
this. Yeah, I like those.
Yes, the color
Yeah.
block one.
I've seen it.
There's
You
a
knew.
color block water
It's
bottle.
bright pink, and then it's got a bright neon green lid and a purple straw.
It's
Oh.
cute.
Oh,
Yeah.
I bet that is freaking
Mhm.
cute.
I've seen it.
Yeah, you needed that.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
Matt, just plug your ears.
Disagrees.
Yeah.
I told him. I was like, so, and it was. I haven't been sleeping well lately. It's because my dreams about Tara being mad at me.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't want to go to sleep and get the wrath of
I'm
Tara.
over here like, ooh doo.
Yeah, she is. She's
But it
actually
was like a late night purchase, and I for some reason bought my mom a bright pink one that's all bright pink.
cute.
And I told him, I was like, well, I bought my mom one. He's like, I was like, and me too. He's like, yeah, we really need that right now. I was like,
Mm-hmm. We really do. We didn't know it, but we do.
Yeah. So you're welcome.
Yeah.
I do find too if they like their water bottle,
Then they're more
like
willing
if
to
they
drink
get
it.
a fun water
Right?
bottle every now and
True.
then, they get more excited.
My kids
true.
drink.
I
out
do
of
that
it.
too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
No,
when I
you're
first
right,
got
yeah.
these Stanleys, I was like, I'm drinking water like no other.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, and drinking out of a
So
straw
hydrated.
Mhm.
is so
I
much
drink
easier.
way more.
So do I.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think my kids do too.
At least when I
Like,
can drink
As we
out of
all
a straw.
drink, we're like,
Stanley,
Okay.
if you want to sponsor.
yeah.
Yeah. We all have our Stanleys.
I did not buy a Simply Modern one.
You're not from
No.
Utah. Yeah.
No.
Never. Does Simply Modern have like this style?
It's like this,
Yeah.
but it's kind of sleeker. It just kind of goes more
I don't-
straight up.
Is it
Okay.
only? It's only a 30 ounce, isn't it? Or is it 40?
I can't remember. It might be
It's
just
cute,
30.
though. I'm excited to see it.
I'm glad that
I
you
am
knew the
too.
exact one that I bought because it does kind of scream me.
That's
I have
real
never heard
cute.
of the brand.
I'll show you. I'll
Okay.
show you in a
Okay.
second.
My
Okay.
kids' first water bottle are the ones. One of the first ones they had were the Simply Modern.
Yeah,
because
They're
they have them on
nice.
They have
Amazon.
them in Target. I think they have them at Target now too.
Yeah, they
think
might.
so.
Oh yeah, they do. They
Mhm.
do.
Yeah.
And Walmart even, I think.
Maybe.
All right. Well, guess I'm behind times.
Get with it.
Okay, here's a fun one. Putting stickers on shoes to help them learn the right feet.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Oh.
That's good.
You like split up a full sticker in half,
Oh.
and so it has to.
I
line up.
I've seen
see.
shoes that do that.
Oh yeah,
That will have something like on the
A
toe.
picture.
Oh, that's a good idea
yeah.
It really is.
So they can learn.
because they do
Lucy-
always
Yeah.
Lucy never
put it on
gets
the
hers
opposite feet.
on the wrong feet.
Did you see?
No,
did
Lucy
you see
never
her the other night?
Yeah, she had
She
two
had
different
two
shoes
different shoes on, and they were both on the wrong feet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not just one of them. Oh, two different shoes. Got you. Okay.
Yeah,
And then
but-
she said, "I don't care." It's like those are on the wrong feet, and they're not matching. I don't care.
and I feel like they're maybe a size or two too big.
Probably she steals all of Emmy's shoes now because she can't find hers, and they're close enough.
Yeah.
Right. I
Makes
love it.
sense.
If she's putting her shoes on to leave at my house, I'll be like, "Oh, honey, switch foot." She goes, and she's literally putting the right foot on the left foot. She goes, "I know." She'll always tell me, "I know."
Does she actually switch it, or is
She does.
She
yeah.
does.
Sometimes I won't, but there has been a couple times she's looked at me. Is this the right foot?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, oh. But she'll always tell me, "I know."
Yeah, she knows. She knows everything, and she also doesn't care.
I love it.
So-
As a teenager, she's gonna be really fun.
Oh yeah.
I do
She
love it
already
though.
has that
'cause
mentality.
she's a straight shooter. You don't have to
Oh,
ever
no.
guess what she's thinking. She's just straight up. I
No.
love it.
Are you sure? Because sometimes her faces.
Yeah, she's like,
That's true. She always
Really?
looks pissed though, even
Yeah.
though sometimes she's not.
I'll be like, do you like
I
it?
can- yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I feel like she'll go,
Mhm.
The day I posted all the stories of her, she got her ears pierced. I forgot to add that as an update. But we had kind of a girls' day with her and Emmy and me, and the amount of people that said she's my mini me.
totally.
Mhm.
I don't see it as much, but
Oh, I see
there were
it.
some. They're like, "Oh my gosh, she is
Mhm.
you.
Yep.
She's cute.
She's really cute.
She's got two though."
I've thought that from
So do you.
forever. Yeah.
How did she do with her ears? Because she did like a needle, right?
Mhm.
Like the,
Yeah,
The
she
hollow?
was so cute. I'll have to show you the video. She did it, and she just kind of smiled because we're like, "Oh, good job!"
Mhm.
And then it like kind of
Uh-huh.
built shut, and then just
Mhm.
started bawling.
so how'd she do on the second
She
ear
did
then?
fine though. Like I kind of held her hand.
Oh.
Do you know what was bad though? She got the needle through, and she was crying so bad, and she kind of jerked, and that needle went out.
They had to
Did she have to do
rip
it
her through.
again?
She somehow got in there without her like even
good.
she was already kind of freaking out, so I don't know if she just didn't realize it. But the lady was like, "Oh my gosh, that just came out. I'm so sorry." I was like, "Well, she jerked. Like
Yeah.
Right.
there's nothing you could do."
Oh man.
And then yesterday or the day before, she caught it on her helmet
Ouchie, ouchie,
strap, and it was just
no.
caked. Front and back with blood. And I was like,
Oh,
It looked
no.
terrible. so I got her in the shower and just kind of just kept rinsing
Yep.
until that was.
Completely clean.
But it looks better today. It looks a
Good.
little bruised, which
Yeah.
made me laugh because I was like, I'd never seen bruised ears.
Right?
When I
Hers
did
did
mine,
it
but
too.
hers are bruised.
Wow.
Interesting.
That
Piercings
is.
and stuff. Okay, we've talked about this before, but the juice boxes, how you can lift up the little sides
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
kind of like the handles.
Yes.
This is a
Still
good
ends
one.
up everywhere.
I
know.
yeah,
Juice
just because they
boxes can be
squeeze
Great
the
idea, but
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
I know they're kind of a mess.
squeeze it every time.
Keeping wipes in your car.
Yes.
oh,
Someone's-
keeping wipes everywhere.
Yeah,
I'm
everywhere.
pretty
That's
sure
exactly
I have a pack in every single
Every-
room.
Mhm.
Yep. Well, I
Someone
don't,
said
but
keeping
almost,
a towel,
Almost.
like keeping a towel in your car. And I was like, sure, but wipes are almost better because they're
They're wet.
disposable. You don't and they're wet. You don't have to
Mhm.
like.
Yep.
I usually have a blanket in my car too for like random
Me too.
park visits or something. You know, just being able
Smart.
to throw a blanket out.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I usually try to keep some snacks in my
Console.
middle console.
Mhm.
Tara just
Yes,
has
keeping
vacation luggage.
Yes. And I
Vacation.
still have some vacation luggage
you?
back there. I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think
From,
we're
like,
fully
St.
unpacked.
George?
Yep.
That is
It's been a couple
wild.
weeks. Guys, laundry is not our strong suit.
No.
Mark was
Well,
doing
like
great
what
for a
about
little
like
bit, but not
toiletries
anymore.
and stuff? Were those all in a different bag or something?
I got most of those out, yeah.
Okay.
But
I'm
yeah,
like, what
there's
if you're like,
definitely,
where's
definitely
that
still
thing?
some unpacked clothes.
Yeah.
I'm a leave it for a while too, but not in the car.
Not-
like it
yeah.
just sits on our
No.
bedroom floor.
Yeah,
But Matt's like
that's-
a unpack right away. So if it's a trip together, I'm always like, damn it,
No.
because
I
he's
take
always
everything out.
going right away, and I'm like, okay, well I guess I'm doing this. I don't want to, but I'll do
it's
it
like
with you.
Nope. I want all the laundry done. I want everything.
I empty
Oh.
the suitcase at the laundry, like
Yep.
in the laundry room, and just.
We
put
should
it
have
right
asked
in.
our followers if they knew which one's which.
Sure,
Right?
just
Would've
still
guessed.
ask.
Who unpacks right away
right?
and who does
Doesn't.
not?
We can post it tomorrow.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
you should. Yeah,
This won't post till Tuesday. We'll
They'll
find
know.
out what people say.
yeah.
They listen to the podcast to
They'll
find out.
know.
Right,
I'm
right.
pretty sure they'll know.
Yeah.
They'll know.
I'll
for
usually
sure.
have mine washed by that day, if it's early-ish. Like St. George is washed in by the end of the
I mean, I'm like,
Gonna-
oh, we're homeless. Sit down and relax.
No, I feel like
we
they're
just
busy.
sat down for 5 hours on the Yeah, tower. I
right?
gotta sit down. I'm tired.
No, you gotta relax. That was a hard drive.
Driving does make me sleepy though.
It does. It always.
Yeah.
I never feel good after too.
I
Like I
hate
eat
it.
all the crappy snacks
I
and the
know.
movement. Oh.
It's true.
Not
I
good.
hate it so badly.
Yeah.
I just
I
hate it.
know.
I feel like
We're
I'm worse
done.
than the kids.
Well, we gotta fly next
Like I
time.
won't usually say anything, but I'm just like, oh, I want to get out of the car.
Get me out of
I just
Do
hate
you guys?
it.
Do you guys have travel hacks?
Oh.
Car rides or plane?
We did
here.
since I have got my iPad. We don't have like a screen,
Yeah.
so we set that up on like the console.
Mm-hmm.
Kids watched like a show and a half, and
Like
we were there.
preloaded Netflix or something.
Yeah, it was magic.
Yeah. I
That's
with
a
the
great idea.
movie in our van
Yeah,
driving. They seriously watch movies
and
all
they
the time.
don't think they get as sick
Yep,
as
because they're
as
looking
looking
down.
Like,
Yeah, that
so
makes
I think
sense.
having it like in front a little bit more, they didn't get sick. I
I
give
should do something.
Nick
like
Dramamine though every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets
They'll
sick.
get car sick.
Yeah.
Mine will if they look down. Well,
Yeah.
Freya actually, Rocket does fine, but Freya if she looks down. I don't know.
We have a flying one. I did this with Noah when he was like 18 months, 19 months, because we were going to Hawaii, so that was a long flight. I'm
Oh,
like, we're gonna have to
yes.
figure out something. I went to the dollar store and I bought, I don't know how many things, but I wrapped everything individually,
Mm.
Yes.
and every hour we would open something up, and it worked awesome.
I think that is such a good idea.
It
I
is a
saw
good
that
one.
for car rides to put Post-its on the door or on like on the window for how
Oh.
many hours. So if it's like a 4-hour car ride, you put 4 Post-its up,
Mhm.
and every hour they get to take
That's
one off.
genius.
That is.
Because then it like gives them a sense of time. And I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, so they're not asking
Yeah.
nonstop. I've also seen that's genius that I still haven't done the snack tackle boxes.
oh,
yeah,
Like they'll
I've
take
seen
those one
too.
piece organizers
Yeah.
and they'll like do separate snacks.
Oh.
And they each get their own little container. And
I have 2 like round. I think they're supposed to be like a vegetable
Mm-hmm.
tray. They're like a plastic Tupperware one.
Yeah,
But I will fill those,
yeah, that's smart.
and they love them.
yeah.
that's a really
good
good
idea.
idea. I don't do any of that, guys. I should try those. I mean, I have played like little kid podcasts before.
Oh yeah.
Like we played one when it wasn't on the road trip. It was when the kids and I think it was last summer. We were driving up to the park and back. And like they talked about, they learned about bees, and Freya loved that. Like just little kid podcasts.
Yeah.
But I need to try the cool snacks and the time thing, because Freya and Rock both, oh my gosh, are we there yet? Like probably 5 times. And Mark and I are like, guys, it's been 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like we are definitely not there.
I've also seen something similar to that. They like draw like kind of a timeline
Oh.
or like and cut out like landmarks that they have along the way.
Yes.
And they kind of move the car,
Oh,
like they
that's
put it at the
cute.
top of the roof and kind of move the
That's
car,
a cute
Yeah,
idea.
that is cute.
Kinda see how far away they are and what's coming next. And
I like that a lot.
I think anything new, like any new snack, like even like the same snacks, just in a different presentation,
Yes.
is good.
different.
yes.
I agree.
Something new
And the-
always works.
cute little landmarks. We've done that when we
Yes.
drive to Bear Lake, 'cause we've driven there so many times.
Yeah.
Like the kids know when you see the barn with the smiley face, that means we're
Oh,
almost
yeah.
there, and they have loved that every time.
Looking
that's
for it.
Yeah, that's a cute idea. When I grew up though, we always did car games.
Mhm, so did-
Yeah.
And like that was
Yeah.
my favorite. So we do that with our kids.
Yeah.
Right now it's a lot of I Spy.
Mhm.
And like you can only play that for so long, but they actually last quite a while. And then Mark and I played the ABC game because they're still a little
Yes.
too young, but they love listening to us. Because, we're like, oh shit, who's
Mhm.
going to get the Q? Because like Q's always hard or V's hard or
Yes.
Z,
We played that. It's
I
fun
won.
as they're getting
I won.
a little older because like we were able to play that with Tyler, and
Yeah, were
so
you?
it's fun. Yeah, it's fun as they get to play those
Actually
ones.
play.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he cheated, but
Or jam out.
mhm.
Sometimes if they
Yes.
start to get real whiny, we're like, let's turn on a good song and
Mhm.
we'll sing and jam out.
Ava and Jack were ready to just go to sleep that day. They're like, I know if I fall asleep, it'll just go fast. I'm like, you're right. It
Yeah.
will. It'll go a lot faster if you take a nap. It's pretty
That's
funny.
true. Give them some
Um,
melatonin.
Mm-hmm. I do this to help keep my car clean. I have my kids always bring in all their stuff
Yeah, me
in
too.
from the car.
My car's
I know.
always clean.
Molly's
Molly's on
car
that.
is,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, me too.
Spotless.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's never any food
I
on the
try. I tell
floor.
them that every time.
well, I'm like, no, get that too. Yep, you have garbage, bring that garbage out. Don't leave your,
You guys, last night they were all complaining about like cleaning
Oh.
up after dinner,
oh.
and I was just kind of like so done. Kind of freaked out a little bit. And they were all just mad, and we were all mad together. But then I was like, I like told them honestly, I was like, guys, like, Dad's working full time. I'm now working, and like, I used to be able to do all this stuff, but now it's hard for me. Like, I just need a little bit of help. Like, you guys get to play all day. Like, this small thing is not. And like, I think that honesty, they're like, oh. And they started helping with dishes, and I was like, oh. Like, not that that's going to last, but just like talking and being like, you guys.
Explaining.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, this is why. And I said, like, I'm sorry I'm frustrated, but like, we have a lot to do.
Yep.
And you guys have it great and get to play most of the day. So when you ask, like, we ask you to do these little things, like, please,
Right.
just do them.
I've had this talk with my kids a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, like the more that if we all have little jobs, then that's more time that I have to like hang with you guys. But
Yep.
I think we just
It's true.
forget and don't give them credit that they can like understand that
Yes.
and like
comprehend.
Yep.
yeah, feel and be like, oh, you know what? You're right. Like,
And they can do a lot around the house.
yeah,
Yeah,
they are
that's true.
capable of a lot. Yeah.
Like Tyler had Crumbs City today, and I was like, hey, why don't you go grab the vacuum? And he vacuumed the whole
Yeah.
floor. And
yeah.
I was like, why don't I have him do this more often? Like, it's probably like something that's kind of fun for him, and he can
Yeah.
do it very easily, and he does a fine job. But
And he was
it's-
excited to do it.
Did you guys see my new little chore charts?
those are
Yes,
cute.
those are
Those have, it's been 3 mornings straight of them waking right up and getting right to those charts.
It's amazing.
I think it's because it's something new. Like,
Right.
we'll see how long. But they've been doing so good.
That's
and like
awesome.
this morning,
cool.
there's one that says unload the dishwasher. And I was like, we don't have to worry about that. But Lucy and Emmy went and unloaded the top of the
Oh,
dishwasher.
cute.
And Noah did the bottom without fighting, without being like, oh, I have to do this part, blah, blah, blah. Because that's
Mhm.
usually it.
Right.
But they just did it. I
Nice.
was like, oh my gosh. Like I
I'm
said,
so
I don't know how long it'll
proud.
last, but it was
Maybe you
awesome.
can
That
have
is
like
so cool.
5 chart systems that you could rotate through, so they
That's
seem
true. Something
new
new.
all the time.
That's true.
Because we have a
And it
little
pro-
checker, like
Mhm.
a little
yeah.
weekly check thing, and then at the end of the week, if they have 30 check marks, they get a prize.
Yeah.
But it has slowed down a little bit.
Yeah. I
'cause
just
it's
feel
not
like
new.
that new
Yeah,
thing,
they
they're
get
like all excited. They
Yeah.
love like marking the little chart. And
I was gonna say checking that off.
Yep.
Like
Mhm.
being able to go, yay.
yeah, it's a little
I did
slider
it.
and it goes from X to like a little green check mark.
Mhm.
And I was
Yeah, those
just
are
so
cute.
excited to show me like I did all of this.
That's so
I
awesome.
hope it'll last forever.
I know,
but it
right?
won't.
Those little things make a difference.
It'll be over next week.
Well, that's what today I was like, okay, guys, before you go outside to play or before your friends come over, and that's why when Nick came over, I was like, I'm so sorry, buddy. Rock's doing his
I didn't know he went
chores.
over there.
I don't care. I love it. Like they get so excited, but we told them for like an hour before that. We're like, your friends are gonna start coming.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
what we've told them. Like, you have to have this done before you play with friends. So I never told them they have to wake up and get straight to it. But I was like, it'd be smart
Yeah.
to get it done in the morning. So when your friends are ready to play, so are you. And they're
Yep.
like, yeah, okay.
I know that Rock and Freya did it.
But
I was
and
proud of
that's
them.
another thing though is
Clean their room. That
it
was their
puts
job.
more work on us, even though it's simpler.
I know.
It's like now I have to remember to do those checks.
Yep.
And sometimes like I'll be like, somebody will come to play and I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, no, wait. We've got to make sure.
Right?
we gotta
Right?
make sure you're done.
Hold
I
on.
know.
Although I want you to just go play.
Right? I just gotta stick to my word, but wait.
Yep. It's hard. I've not been very good at keeping on top of my kids' stuff.
Especially in the summer. My whole
Mhm.
routine, my whole flow is different.
Well, normally ours is I'm more on top of it, but like working this summer has kind of thrown me for
Yeah.
I don't know how to maintain it all.
Because you're
Well,
working.
same.
You have a whole nother level of
Still trying to
responsibility.
figure
It's a
this
little bit
out.
like all over the place. Yeah. It's wild. Okay, we're going into mom fails. So I had one forgetting to remind Jack to take like a stuffy for bring your stuffy to school day.
Oh, yeah.
And then I get the phone call from school that's like, Mom, I need you to bring me. So of course, like I took it to him because he's a baby.
Because he's looking around.
Yeah.
Mom, everybody has their
Yeah,
stuffy.
My other kids had never really forgot that they'd forgotten their docket or something. And that was like, well, that's like your learning responsibility, you know, that's a natural consequence. I'm wrapped up in my cord. I was like, that's a natural consequence, you know, if you forgot, like then you have a card move because you're unprepared and life goes on, you know,
Right.
then you'll remember next time to take
To
it.
pack it up.
Yeah.
I
Do you guys
mean,
have any you can think of?
I have
jeez.
lots. I have a whole,
I was
like,
going to say
list.
all the time.
Do you?
I forgot
Daily?
to feed my kids the other night. That was a good one.
That's forgetting to feed him a meal. That was one of my, yep.
There was one time, I mean, Tyler remembers it. It was probably like 2 years ago, I think. Cody was gone somewhere, and he's referenced it more than once that I got really mad. He goes, Mom, you remember that time when Dad, he may have been helping Mark,
Yeah.
and he was like, remember when you got really mad and you yelled and Nick hid? And like he says this all the time, and I'm like, why do you have that memory?
Right?
What about all those times like we've played outside or we've gone to the park or we've gone to a what about all those memories? You remember
Right?
the bad one where I got real mad?
Of course.
And then it breaks your heart.
Then
Yeah.
he brings it up.
Yes. Freya has a memory like that. This happened
Okay,
when she
good.
was like, yes. She was like 3. We were camping at Murphy Lake, and she did, I can't remember. I had to cut something off of like her finger or her wrist. Like she put something around it and it was too tight. And I accidentally like scratched her. I don't know. I think I was getting a little bit frustrated. And so I was like, oh my gosh, not at her, but just like trying to get it to work. And I accidentally scratched her. Just like a teeny little, but it like bled a little. Oh, and I felt, she has brought that up. Mom, do you remember when you cut me camping? I'm like, yes. Why do you have to remember that?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it feels, she's like, and you were mad? And I wasn't mad at her. I was mad because I remember the stupid scissors were like weird and wonky. And I was like, what is going on with these scissors? You know, and that's what she remember you were mad and you cut me. I'm like, sounds terrible.
Yeah.
you know?
what really happened, Tara?
Right? Like the teeniest little scratch. And she, you know, she saw it.
Yep.
Bart comes running in. He's like, what's going on? I'm like,
Why?
accidentally. He's like,
I'm cutting.
Yeah.
what?
Why are you cutting
just
my
hurting
kid?
my child. And it's fine. Hurting our children. But they do.
I feel like I have one daily, but I can't think
I know,
of
that's
like
what I was-
specific. I was just me and Matt were just discussing how we feel like we are so much harder on Noah. I feel terrible, but it's just like that oldest
It is.
boy. Like I
We
don't
do
know
the same
what.
thing.
Yeah,
I think that I'm the same way. I was
I
like,
just is
I
it
was
just the oldest?
I
I
think
was
it's the
just
oldest.
telling Cody that. I was like, why do I respond so differently? I'm so much more patient with Nick compared to Tyler.
Yeah.
And I have no idea why. They could do the same thing and I'd be way harder.
I know. I just
Yep.
feel like I have Noah on this like high
Mhm.
pedestal. I mean, he is a bit more responsible and mature than the rest of them, so I
Because he's
Maybe
the
that's
oldest.
why. Yeah, I don't know.
No, I'm the same with Freya. Mark has actually said, babe, he's like, do you realize like you were way harder on Freya, and Rock did the same thing?
Really?
Like literally. And I was like, no, I wasn't. He's like, no, but really, babe. He's a little better with not being, but I've noticed that.
Yeah.
I've been trying to catch myself because I'm like, why do I do that? And I know it's because for her and I think we're very similar in our personalities. We're very headstrong and very
Yeah.
type A. So I feel like we just kind of butt heads in that way, but we'll also vibe really strong too. Like, and I don't know. But I'm like, okay, you're right. I need to be, but I'll always say, she's 6, but she's 6 and he's 4. And he's like, she's 6. I'm like, I know. You're right.
I know. I don't know.
You're right.
It's hard, and like it's hard that we know it, and yet it still just keeps happening.
I
And,
know.
like, what do I need to do to shift that?
I know.
Like, I'll just be harder on Emmy.
Right. All right. Who's next on the
All
line?
right.
Sorry,
Right?
Emmy.
Yeah.
It's hard to balance like what's appropriate for each age.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
And what's
Yeah, I treat
That-
Matthew and Jack way different. Like when Matthew was 7,
yeah.
it was just very different. Like I think Jack is he's almost 8, which means he's almost the age that Matthew was when we moved in this house, and like just very, very different.
Night and day.
But like the maturity level and everything is very different too, because first versus third,
Right. Right.
it's way different.
It is. I was the oldest, and I do feel like there was even a difference for me. I don't know.
Yeah, same.
We're the guinea pigs, like we get to experience it all first.
Yep. Forgetting to put money in school lunch account.
Oh, I actually need to put some in. I think I was behind
For
at the end of the
You
year.
were?
Yeah.
Dude, that happened to me in elementary school one time. My
You
mom
ran out of
felt
money?
so bad.
Yeah.
Literally, I went to go get lunch, and they're all, you don't have any money?
Actually.
And I think she had forgotten like 2 weeks or a couple days. So it was like, oh, you already used, you can't use anymore. So they literally just gave me a fruit cup.
Oh my
Serious?
My mom
gosh.
felt so bad. Yeah.
They wouldn't give you food?
No, they gave me a fruit cup.
So like
Rude.
you have to go hungry.
Yeah. I don't think they tell the kids anymore. Because
I
I
don't-
remember asking my kids, because they were like $3 behind or something. I was like, did they tell you that you're low? They're like, no.
Do you get
Which makes
I
sense.
get
Why
8
would you tell a
billion
kid,
notifications
Yes,
if it drops
yes.
below $5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I get it.
So you think
Right?
I would not forget, but I do still.
You get so good with it, Molly.
Yeah. So
See, I have a fear. I don't want to do that.
Probably
Because I
'cause it
remember
happened to
that
you.
day
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, I was so hungry. My mom felt so bad. My dad didn't even know what happened because they were divorced. Like he's the type that would never. He would have probably enough to cover me for 3 years. Like
Mhm.
that's how he is with that kind of stuff. But my mom, she's more like me where it's like, oh, oops.
That's so
Forgot.
sad they didn't give you lunch.
I know, huh?
that's mean.
I do remember I
That
saved
is
my
really
little fruit
mean.
cup.
Like, I'm
That's
hungry.
hilarious.
So hungry.
Do you guys remember the time I forgot to help Emmy's class?
Yes.
Yes.
And I was driving in the car, and I was like, oh, because I know somebody helps on a certain day. And I was like, oh, who came in to help? She's like, I don't know. They didn't show up. And I was like, She, like, 2 seconds later, she goes, was it you, Mom? I was like,
She knew.
she knew. I was like, probably. And also, this was kindergarten, which kindergarten, Noah had the teacher call me because he told her that I probably had forgotten that I was helping in class. So she called and was like, Noah told me maybe I should remind you that you're supposed to help with class today. I was like, yep, you should have. He knows me. I had forgotten. I made it, thankfully, for Noah calling me.
That is awesome.
Mom fails.
Yeah. Yep.
It's hard.
If,
I was real proud I was prepped for the zoo
oh,
because
yeah.
I was nervous I was going to forget about the freaking zoo. I didn't know. Or snacks, all the snap. I sign up for everything. We need help with this. Cool. I'll bring all the snacks, all of this. I'll bring the popcorn, the gummies. Like I check all these things. And then like the night before I'll be like, oh crap. Ah! I'm like putting it in order to like deliver super early. I'm like, oh my God.
I forgot snacks one time at Tyler's baseball game. And like all the kids are kind of waiting around. And I was like,
I remember that.
I do remember
I got
that
some
too.
bad looks too.
Oh, I bet.
I was like,
you guys, it's like a Gatorade and a
Yeah.
Twinkie or
Right.
something. My
Yeah.
goodness.
they're going to be fine.
But the like,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, whatever.
Mhm.
Right?
Wanna fight? Want to fight?
But that like
That's when you look
sinking
at
feeling
you look
when
at
you're just
Sue
like,
and be like, "Oh, Sue, it was your turn this week. Where are they?"
Yeah.
Oh, that's what. Remember you asked to switch me, Sue? She forgot. She forgot.
she forgot.
See, I get that sinking feeling all the time, even if it's not me, because I just feel
Yeah.
like it is me.
Yeah, like, oh shit, was that me?
Oh. Like somebody forgot Noah's snacks after soccer one time, and I was like, crap. Even though I knew the date that I was supposed, and I was like,
Yeah.
it's not today, but somehow I bet I forgot. Even though it's not me, and I know when I was supposed to.
Right?
That's funny.
That is the worst though when everyone's looking around and you're like, oh shit.
I'm usually going through my emails like, wait, was that me?
Was that
Did I
me?
sign
Right.
up for that?
Right? Oh.
Okay, I have a few more like serious, more like parent
Ooh.
fails.
Okay.
Okay, making empty threats.
Oh, never.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
yeah. I stick to my word all the time.
The other one that John and I were talking about is spoiling spoiling our plans with punishment. It's like we'll be getting ready to go somewhere really cool and awesome that we're all excited to go to.
Yeah.
And then they'll do something and you're like, well, I guess we can't go now. It's like, oh shit. Like there goes our whole day of plans.
Like, but I wanted to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one sucks.
The
Yeah, we
other
don't-
day I
yeah.
had to backtrack a little bit because I don't remember what happened, but I was like, you guys won't be able to go outside. And I was like, no, you won't be able to play your Switch.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah.
was like, no, rewind.
Yeah.
Go outside. But you can't play, no screen time.
Right.
Right.
I was like, because I need you to go outside.
I need you out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and like, it's when Cody does that, I'm like, and he'll be like, you can't watch TV. I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
Or you can, like,
Yes, again.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. I'm like in the background, like, no.
Otherwise,
punishes me.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you're going to be working and I'll be stuck with these like
Yep.
grumpy children.
Nope. That's when you go, well,
Yep.
you're taking tomorrow
Yeah.
off.
Right.
Right. I've told Mark that I'm all, don't tell them they can't
Mhm.
have TV or iPad before talking to me
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
because sometimes
what
that's my
I am-
saving grace.
So bad at
What?
letting them earn things back
Mhm.
when they,
Oh.
like when I punish them and be like, no friends. And then I'm like, but if you do this.
Oh.
Do it all the time. And we were on Noah's case last night and he just kept having attitude. I was like, well, you're done playing with friends today. What
Yeah.
can I do to earn it back? I was like, nothing.
Right.
I
But
feel like
I do it.
Done.
that has to be my last resort is friends and outside.
Yep.
Because I mean, I always say I want my kids to go outside and play.
Yes, for sure.
And they're not going to not play with their friends if they're outside.
That's
So
the
that's, like,
problem.
my
I always
last
say no
resort,
friends, but then Matt's like, well, let's go play basketball. And,
And
then
then
there's
it ends
friends
up being-
everywhere.
yeah.
I'm like,
Right.
well,
Yeah.
that worked out wonderfully.
Yeah.
I know. I try to do like the time thing. Like I'll say, okay, you're grounded for 30 minutes.
Yeah. Well, when they're small,
Yeah.
that makes
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess my age is you can
Yeah.
still do that.
I'll tell my kids like, hey, well, I'll do time
Right.
still, but it's just a very
But yeah, I don't.
much bigger time.
It's like a week.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like 3
Month.
weeks.
Yeah.
Don't you dare step outside.
That's why
All
Matthew was,
summer.
that's why Matthew was locked in his room.
Right?
I just
You
told him he
said
had,
he had pink
yeah,
eye?
I just poked his eyes a couple times. Just kidding.
I will pin you down.
Yeah. Another thing we do is like not letting our kids do their chores. So either do them for them or they don't even have any. And then like as they get older, they don't have like those life skills,
Right.
I'm mad. I think, Molly, you've said it, like the follow through of like, even if I make a list, if they have a chore that they're supposed to do, like obviously they need help. They're not
Right.
big enough to just like pick up and do it on their own. I just sometimes don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes I just do it for them.
Yeah.
I was getting
'Cause
mad
it's
at
easier.
Noah last night for doing dishes, but he kept asking me questions like, figure it out.
Right.
But I'm like, I don't know. This is new to
Still
him.
learning, yeah.
Totally.
So I
Yep.
do, but I don't want to. I
Yeah.
don't want to teach him right now.
Right.
So I did. I stepped in. He helped me finish, but I stepped in and did a lot of it. But
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to do the dishes. This is your
He
chore.
just kept asking, like, where does this go? I was like, in the dishwasher.
Mhm.
It's like, but where? I was like, where it fits.
Yeah. My kids will save a pile.
Like a puzzle.
Right.
Yep. When they're unloading the dishwasher, if they don't know where it goes, there's always like a
That's
pile.
a good
waiting.
idea, though.
Except for that when they're just being lazy, they'll just throw the
Do a
random
pile.
things in there, and I'm like, okay, you totally know
You're
where
like,
this
we
goes.
don't know where these plates go.
Yeah.
That's kind of what
Right?
Lucy did when she unloaded the dishwasher.
Yeah.
She moved it from the
Dishwasher
top
to
rack
the
to the counter.
Counter.
Like, well, that's a
Thank you.
start. Yeah, that's a start.
It is
Forces
hard.
me to do something.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to not go behind them. And I know that isn't a good thing to do.
Right.
Micromanage
Like
them.
fix
yeah,
what
like
they've
go
done.
behind them
Right,
and like
yeah,
fix it. And, you know,
Yeah.
if they make their bed and it looks kind of crappy, like, oh, well.
They made their bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Mhm.
tried. I know. I had to learn that with Freya because she would clean her room, and I'd be like, "Oh shit! Like there's stuff everywhere. Like this should go in there. This could." And now I'm like, "Good job, honey. Like way to go." You know what I mean? I just have to leave it.
Yeah.
Just let her be proud of what she's done.
I've gotten rid of some toys that the kids are like, Mom, where's this? And like they're kind of sad. Like, and I just feel so guilty.
Mhm.
Because they'll be like, Mom, I want that toy.
Yep.
And I'm like, dang it. You didn't, of course, like you didn't play with it for months. And I get rid of it.
And you want
And
it.
you want it?
Or they'll see a picture of it. And then I just feel so bad.
I know that is the worst feeling when you're like, I just threw that away.
Yeah.
like
And it's usually
the
right.
garbage.
It's like day after garbage day
Yeah.
when I've
Yeah.
thrown it away. It's sat for months and months, and then garbage day comes and they ask
It's
about
gone. Yep.
it. Yeah.
Okay, we've got a couple more, and then that's all I've got. Saving them from failure, like not letting them have their failures, and learning how to like cope and deal with those
Mhm.
Yeah.
those things, those feelings, how to deal with it.
That one's hard.
Yes,
I've
it is
had
hard.
to like pull myself back emotionally, physically.
I know it is. It's hard.
Because you want to save your babies,
Mhm.
man, when they're hurting or like, you know.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It is. It's tough.
But I shared this on my story. She just had a little thing with a friend, and she wrote the cutest little note. And she was just like, Mom, they might just be having a hard day, Mom.
I saw that, and I
that's
sat
so
there and wondered if it was my kid for the
It
longest
was-
time. And then I think I heard you say him, and I was like, okay, we're good.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, they're all going to have their little things. You know, they're
Yeah.
kids,
Mhm.
right? But like when your little one is hurting, I'm like, oh, you poor baby. Like, come here,
Mhm.
just F them, forget them. Like, you're like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't. I was just proud of how she handled it.
Yeah. it
And
was
how she
cute.
wasn't, she was like, I'm going to try to make them feel better and they might be having a hard time. I was so proud of her. Or like she's trying to get better at, okay, if it's not working out over here, I'm going to go play over here with
Mhm.
this person, you know? But it's hard. It really tugs.
Mhm. This kind of goes along with it, making sure they always feel comfortable. Like it kind of goes hand in hand.
Mhm.
Like there's going to be uncomfortable things in life. So
Yeah, they
like
need to learn discomfort.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. No,
Yeah.
you're right.
So it kind of goes
Mhm.
together in a sense.
Something I've never done is given my kids a hard time for telling me something. Like
Mhm.
when people say stop tattletelling, that drives me crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, they are
I do
like,
it.
I
I've
know,
probably
I think
said it.
I've been guilty too, but I'm like, they're just informing you.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's like their way of like, hey, this is what happened. You know, and I think it's just it was a big little feelings. There was literally a whole little thing on it
Mhm.
from people that help with kids, and
For
they're
me,
like, you know,
for me, I think it's circumstantial. Like it depends, because my
Mhm.
kids, sometimes I feel like it really is to get the other person just in trouble. They just are like,
Yeah.
well, so and so, and it, like their tone, their body
Yeah.
language, everything is like, well, he just did this, and I'm like, okay, but maybe we need to worry about ourselves. If it has nothing to do with you, if it's not hurting you, if it's not
right?
like, then you need to go do your own thing and let like it just
Totally,
depends
like
on
kind of
the-
help redirect them through it.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
ever
Yeah.
know. Like, I feel like my kids are really bad right now at punching each other and hitting each other. And like, you can't discipline that really because you don't know. And half the time I'm like,
you don't know what happened.
yeah.
yeah.
Lucy will come up to be like, Emmy punched me. And I'll be like, well, what'd you do? It's always like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, she didn't just punch you. And they're like,
Right.
yeah. I was like, no. Like, what led up to that? And they
Yeah.
usually tell me, I'm like, well, like, it's
Yeah.
like, well, you kind of deserved it. Like, I don't know.
No,
I
totally.
I don't know what to do. I
Frey
still
and
don't know what to do.
Frey and
Yeah.
Rock are in that phase right now too. They're always getting after each
Yeah.
other, or someone's hitting someone, and same thing. I'm like, well, honey, if you're going to egg them on,
Yeah.
Mhm.
you know, like I
was-
know that they shouldn't hit you, and yeah, you shouldn't hit your sister or vice versa. Like we can handle it the better way, but it's like they're getting this pent up frustration and kids
Mhm.
don't understand.
Who was it? The one person, was it,
Mel Robbins.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it had to
probably
be
Mel
my
Robbins.
my friend Mel for sure.
someone was like, when they come up and they're tattling, or like, I guess that's when they're fighting and stuff, and they come up with their issues, you can say, oh, I'm so sorry you're feeling that way.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you just like let it go and then
Mhm.
just validate
let
their
them
feelings.
let them figure it out.
Yeah.
It was what's her face?
Simply on purpose.
Yep.
Oh.
I've started asking Tyler, what would you like me to do?
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times he's like, it's not even something that he's like telling me about how someone took a ball from his friend.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what would you like me to do about that?
Yeah.
They don't seem upset. They're still playing.
Mm-hmm.
And you're over here
Upset
talking
for
to me
them.
about it. What would
Right.
you like me to do?
Wants to save his friend.
And then he'll
Yeah.
just usually run off.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
This was like a light bulb moment, and I need to be better at practicing this. But it was an old man who's like a kid counselor. And again, it was like TikTok. See, that's where I say everything. And he said, if you want to raise mentally strong and stable kids, he said you need to be firm and kind. He's like, firm and kind. You know, that kindness has to be there. And he said, when they come to you with a problem, you say, oh my goodness, thank you for sharing that with me. You are so smart. What do you think we should do about that? And I
That's
was
good.
like, I love that. Like, I need to do better at that.
Having them find the
Problem
solution.
solve.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, that makes so much sense. He's like, that is the best way to raise mentally stable and
Mhm.
strong kids.
I'll try that. I do
Okay.
this.
Yeah.
I do that. I'm sorry sometimes too. Like,
Yes.
I'm sorry. And it's
Right?
just like them staring at me, and
Do you say it with that tone? I'm sorry that
Yeah.
happened.
usually, yeah, honestly.
Sometimes I do.
I'm usually annoyed.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And they do. They're like,
Especially if you've witnessed what
I know.
happened and if you know exactly how it all went down, and it's like you're coming to tell me that I don't. Okay, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Right.
Go
Right.
figure it out. Go
Yep.
find your solution with that person.
Shoo.
Like you are.
Go
keep-
punch them back. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah. Sometimes it is that.
I
It is.
know.
Well, I know. My kids have done that. And I'm like, why do you keep playing with them then?
Yeah.
Like, if it's
Walk
that
away.
bad, why
Mhm.
do you keep playing with them?
Yeah.
And I know that doesn't help. You know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just-
Nothing helps. I swear
Right?
it. They're just gonna beat
Yeah.
each other the rest of their
Yeah.
life.
I know.
I try to respond like when Tyler has stood up for himself and like, walked away from a friend that wasn't being nice. I try to praise that and be
Yeah.
like, good
Yeah.
job standing up for yourself and
Yeah.
playing with someone who is being nice.
Yep. For sure.
Okay. Last one.
Yes.
Not taking care of yourself.
Mm.
Oh, I mean,
We've talked about this one a lot.
I feel like I've gotten better.
Self care.
I feel like we've
Okay,
all
good.
talked about it a lot.
Yeah.
Yep. I think talking about it often helps me be better.
Uh-huh. Me too.
Or trying to find something or some time for myself.
Me too. There is still that sense of like,
Guilt, kind of.
yes,
Yep.
I do still get that sense of guilt for sure. But I try to power through it,
Just push that deep down.
right? Because I'm a better mom
Yeah.
when I give
Mhm.
myself some
Yep.
time.
Yep.
I am.
Same.
Like, I get excited to see my kids,
Yeah.
you know?
I thought you were saying you got excited to see me. But
I mean, a little bit. Yeah.
just kidding. Okay, that's all I've got. I'm gonna fall asleep here in like 2
Are
seconds.
you?
I'm so dead. I'm sitting here. I was like, for a second, my eyes were like, huh.
Heavy.
I could totally fall asleep
Like,
right now.
oh, and I'm out.
Yeah.
Ashley's.
And actually
Right?
snoring. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Well, thanks for listening.
Yes. As always.
Yeah. Okay.
Peace.